Продолжаем снимать. Так. Так, Дороти надо отдать лекарство. Внизу. Ай, блин, вон она где. Так она в здании. Порой попробуй тут понять, где она находится. Так, понял, нашел.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Рядом с Дороти. Вот этот, что ли? Чувак, это ты?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
Так, собственно, от чего это? Лекарство я ему дам.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Так это от переутомления, я ему не то дал. Хотя не знаю.
I have to go.
Doctor.
Так, она сказала, возле него находится пациент.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Это все?
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me. There's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, you see.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
I'm all right. Considering the state of this place, I should consider myself lucky, I guess.
Ну, в таком случае.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen. As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Надо потом осмотреть то место, сходить. Так, закрыто. О.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital. A brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
Ну это и правда не дар. Не знаю даже куда и нажать, блин. Они не успокаивают. Тут либо это не дар, либо ходячее противоречие. Ну пусть будет так.
I'm a dead man. I was murdered. Now I'm a murderer. Tell me how this is a gift.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
Так. Ну пусть
There's
это.
no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury
Где
is in.
бокал? Так. Так это 1600 год примерно проходит. Все, тогда выходим. Ну давай сначала с покровительности, раз она рядом тут. А потом надо сходить, дополнительное задание выполнить. Так, я надеюсь, она на улице. Ну да.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a vamp. The lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from
Надо
the
ж
pub
какой
with Dr.
поворот.
Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first.
Ну хотя бы на
Swansea
пару можно
has
было
explained.
ответить.
My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Pardon my boldness, Your Ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood. But the questions need wait.
Вот
I'm a
жучка, да?
scientist. My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Не сожрав. Интересно.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been
Она
the victim of
вампир, но не
extortion.
может разобраться сама с ним.
I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
Понятно.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their families.
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Ну тоже верно. Но опять же она все-таки убила, помогла нам.
Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
You are aware that I too know the thirst for the scarlet nectar.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood
Она хочет стать обычным
transfusion.
человеком.
It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Ну, посмотрим. Так, ну что? А, тут еще с кем-то надо поговорить.
If only there were more of us, with less resignation and more determination.
Ну, давай поговорим.
Simpletons, these nurses, bred with no respect.
Это ты у нас тут главная сплетница.
What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Фига себе, интерн.
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman.
В каком
You know
смысле
how long I've
угрожаю?
been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts is a poor sod's vein.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I see them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
Ну-ка. Угу. Мешочек с мусором, да, мне это очень как раз
The
нужно.
patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Так, ладно. Пойдем погутарим. 1-2. Почему у него только 2 марка? Так, найти медсестру Пипу Хокинс. Неизвестно, кто это.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been
О,
introduced yet.
отлично. Четко
My
прям.
name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
Do you need medical help yourself, nurse?
I'm fine, really. I just need to sleep.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention
Так это тебя
to her,
навещать, что ли,
Doctor.
тогда?
She's full of fanciful tales.
Наверное, тебя, да? И что ж тут ответить? Конечно, ей помогать нужно, но она может и правду сказать. Ну, давай так.
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
А, так можно и
You could
этого.
have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if the nurse finds some happiness where she can?
Ах ты жучка, значит это ты, наверное. Угу. Ну давай попробуем еще вот так вот.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver.
Why is Milton?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him.
How would you describe this?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff.
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic...
How long have you been?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a...
What can you tell?
Let me guess.
А, значит, это уже было, ладно.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Значит, наверное, потом откроется какой-то вопрос. Если с другими поговорю. Так, одна там внизу где-то. Одна здесь. Сестерка, подожди.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least.
And
Sorry, Doctor. Is that...
do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, Nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No, I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Угу. Скрывает что-то, значит.
Do you require medical assistance, nurse?
Thank you for your concern, but I'm fine.
Понятно.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
А не врешь ли ты часом, а? Ладно, пока
Goodbye,
все.
nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Так, осталось Дороти.
I've never seen so many people dying at the same time.
Так, открыть нельзя, хорошо. Точнее, плохо, ну ладно.
You can't just die like this.
Светиться по-особому. По-особому это как, интересно? Это не так вот?
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats.
Крысятников
Can't
боишься?
stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend. What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together. Oswald is nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
Where was your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
What can you tell me?
I'm Oswald's best friend.
This is a danger.
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital.
I have all the...
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Ну, давай посмотрим. Не понял. Вот уж она, Дороти. И как мне пройти к нему? Бандит еще причем. Как мне к ней пробраться-то, а? Интересно, он плавать умеет? Сейчас проверим. О, а ну-ка, ну-ка. Эй. Ладно. А ну. Понятно, здесь нельзя. Я надеюсь, это не глюк. А то тут дверь открыть невозможно. Но это вот она, Дороти. Я ее вижу.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I ought to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
Так, вот с кем мужчина встречается.
well,
Я
but
так и
thank you,
знал,
I guess.
что-то тут не так. Ну все, чувиха, ты у меня теперь под контролем. Не понял, ты что, с Дороти не хочешь поговорить? Ладно. Кажется, кого-то сожрали. Да.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Нифига себе, еще и 8 уровень. Сначала пойдем его вольнем. Так как он у нас посильнее. А, устал, понятно. Все, допрыгался, голубчик. А ну-ка, иди сюда. Так. Слышу еще одного вампиреныша. Так. Вон он еще идет. Он идет в мою сторону. Если бы он развернулся. Почему мне не работает клавиша? Ничего не пойму. Блин, он долго стоять будет, ладно. Фига, ты как это сделал? А ну иди сюда. Все, голубчик, добегался. Я сюда, наверное, приду чуть позже. Блин, опять, наверное, с кем-то, с боссом каким-то драться. Так, а тут у нас надо же все блутать. Опаньки. Кто это у нас тут, а? Так, погоди, мне туда пока не надо. Здесь еще можно подняться, посмотреть. А, о. Фига себе, 8. Ну попробуем. Фига, как он телепортнулся? Это ты зря сделал. Да прыгался, голубчик. Как успокоишься, скажешь. Как свинья хрипишь. На тебе. Так.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay, I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
Ну, горожанин, дай пройти. Так, есть. Так, мы его спасли. Теперь там проход куда-то был, надо будет сгонять туда, посмотреть. Ощущение, что буду опять с кем-то драться. С каким-нибудь боссом. Сейчас сначала все осмотрю. А, так тут уже выход. Нет. Попробую туда сходить. Надеюсь, я там не помру. Не, ну это по-любому тут сейчас босс будет. Ну вот прям вот 100%. Закрытая арена. И просто отсюда не сбежишь. Ой, блин, надеюсь, он не такой сильный будет. Давай проверим. 9. Ёлки-палки, еще и... Фига, блин. Фига, еще и оборотень. Я не знал, что тут еще оборотни бывают. Фига, я ему такой урон слабый наношу. Да, плохие дела. Я к этому не готов был. Походу, я сейчас профукаю. Сбежать от него не получится. Блин, жучок, а? Да как он так делает, блин? Да, без оружия тяжело будет с ним это сделать. Тут только такими ударами его надо бить. Еще 2 раза ударить по нему. Как он попал мне? Да, бить мне его придется долго. Можно завалить, но тяжело очень. Фига, ты чё разошелся так, а? Это забодал рычать уже. Ах ты, изворотливый. Блин, еще 2 раза. Промах. Нифига, блин. Ага. Блин. По-моему, он посвирепей стал немного. Блин, устал. О, отлично. 2 раза даже успеть нужно. Фига себе. Да блин, я чё, вылечился для того, чтобы, блин, ты меня ударил, подлюка такая. Блин, надо было еще раз, успел бы. Значит, можно успеть 2 раза его ударить. Бля, вообще офигел. Эх, еще раз не успел. Фу, блин. Я так и знал, что, блин, тут тяжело будет очень. Фу. Да, с оборотнем тяжело сражаться, особенно если ты ничего не умеешь делать пока.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Да. Могли бы за него что-нибудь дать хорошее. Все, можно выходить. Так. До Whitechapel. Опять. Интересно. Блин. Так, тут было какое-то место было. Ага, понятно. Так, подожди, тут было где-то расследование мне нужно было провести. Странно. Так вот где меняется. Скорость атаки 5 нет. 45. Вот этот я качал. Можно попробовать его. Вот это тоже неплохое. Тут что-то одно может быть. Ну давай вот это лучше пока пригодится. Ну что, поехали. Значит, нам надо идти через мост. Опаньки. Классный меч. Не зря его прокачиваю. Так. Ну, там мне никак через больницу. Нет, можно пройти. Но в любом случае лучше пройти здесь, влево. Понял. Значит, попробуем там пройти. Ладно. Пойду сделаю лекарство. Посплю и прокачаюсь. А то лечиться нечем. Опиум, это классно. Можно сделать будет обезболивающее хорошее. Опаньки. Ну, на этом тогда, наверное, завершим.